Welcome to the 13th episode of the MC Knitting Adventures podcast. My name's Colleen.
And my name is May. Welcome back to our returning viewers, and for those of you who are joining us for the first time, welcome. Today our episode takes us all the way to Hamilton, Ontario, and then on to Virgil, Ontario. But before we begin talking about our adventure, Colleen is going to talk about what we're wearing.
So normally at this point in time, I talk about shawls and scarves and cowls and all kinds of good things, knitty. But at this point in time, the weather is awfully warm in Ontario. And so what I want to do is talk about something else that we do. So you and I have made some jewelry, and that's what we're wearing. So I'll first of all talk about what I'm wearing. So this is a double stranded, so it's long enough that I could loop it around twice. There are some seed beads. This is rose quartz that's there. There are some other beads that I selected, and it's a metallic beads. And this all comes from Michael's. It's a wire, jewelry wire that goes through here. It is a lobster clasp. Put it all together. And I wanted something that would go with black and white, and I think it went well. There is actually a little Swarovski crystal in the middle of these circles, so it's kind of fun to have a little bit of bling. So that's what I'm wearing. And May, what are you wearing?
I am wearing a nice necklace that I made, and I made actually two necklaces, one that I can hold up and show you. And what I like about this necklace is it has a clasp that's magnetic. No fuss, no muss. Clips on.
And I want to talk to you about that because I didn't put a magnetic clasp on this one, and I went to take this off one day and the beads caught on each other and I ended up breaking and I had to fix it. So I think what I should do from now on is do a magnetic
And it's
clasp.
very sturdy. Like
yes, it's very sturdy.
It never comes
right.
off. Also, I should let you know, or we should let you know, that Michael's is a craft store here in Canada. For those of you who are watching us in Scotland, it's just a little craft store. It sells yarn, and it sells, what else does it sell?
Art supplies, paint,
beads, that type of thing.
Scrapbooking kind of things, yeah, all kinds of things.
Also, I'm wearing a bracelet that Colleen made also. And you can talk a little bit about these beads around this bracelet that you made.
So there are some just metallic beads. These 4 beads are the ones that are important on this bracelet. It's on an elastic, but these beads are lava beads and they're porous, which means if you drop some essential oils on those beads, then you get that scent all day. So the warmth of your body will heat it up and you'll just smell that lovely scent, whatever you choose, all day. So assuming don't have to worry about a scent-free zone during your work day, then you can put a little bit on and it's lovely. They're really nice and they're light to wear. They're light to wear.
Really light to wear. It's nice in summer. You also made me a nice blue one.
Exactly.
Which was
and
nice.
So Michael's, as you mentioned, they have all different colors in those beads.
Yeah.
Actually, it's nice to even see the two of them together.
It is.
Yeah. There you go. So
I think I'm not wearing for the podcast.
Okay, perfect. All right, so that's what we've made and that's what we're wearing. And next we're going to talk about our finished objects. My first finished object is a Paton's metallic cowl. Now you've seen this pattern before, and what I wanted to do is create something that would be a little bit lighter for summer. So I have done it in 2 different yarns, but the yarns are very similar. They're both 80% bamboo, 20% wool. The first one is in Ella Ray Cozy Bamboo, and I think it's called Black Mosaic, I think. And I wanted to make something for you that was a little shorter, like not as tall, so you didn't feel like you're getting strangled.
Right. I love
and
it.
It's airy because of the pattern in it. And it's made this really neat spiral. Like I'm really quite pleased it. And it looks really nice on you. You love to wear a white shirt. That sits nicely over top.
It's so soft.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Beautiful yarn.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really glad that you like it too. Yeah. So that's nice. And I decided to make one for myself as well. I used 2 of the Sirdar Snuggly Baby Bamboo. There is the ball band on that one. So I decided to use 2 because I wanted it to sit a little bit higher.
I love the color in this one.
Thank you. It's a beautiful teal
color.
blue. And once again, it's open. So if I'm wearing something at work, I can put that over top. And then what can happen is it'll be a little airy, but there'll still be some warmth. Because as we know, sometimes air conditioning at work is just a little bit too cold.
This
I've
is
mentioned
perfect.
that before.
Again, very soft, beautiful yarn.
I know. So I didn't use the Paton's metallic. Both of these yarns are DK yarns. It worked really, really well. I was really happy how they came out. I haven't blocked them. I probably could open it up a little bit more. I don't think I need to. I really like how it looks the way that it is right now. So I think I'm going to
Turned out very well.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Very
I'm really
nice.
thrilled with those.
There you go. Those are great.
So that's that. The next thing is my pair of socks. I finished them. I'm going to let you hold on to those. And I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled. So these
And so you
socks,
should be.
thank you. They're Blueberry Waffle Socks by Sandy Turner. Now this pattern is for DK weight yarn, and I used fingering, so I had to do a little bit of work with them. I also wanted to change the toe, so I went to KF Jones and I did the Drippity Drop Socks toe. She calls it an umbrella toe, and I like how it fits. I have small feet, and so sometimes it's difficult to get socks that fit. These fit really, really nicely.
I can see why they call it an umbrella toe, because it looks exactly like an umbrella.
It does, and it's beautiful. The yarn is Mary Maxim Bamboo Mosaic Sock Yarn, and it is 63% acrylic, 30% bamboo, and 70% polyester. And the colorway is called Morning Air, and I really, really like how they've come out.
Those will go with everything.
I think so.
Blue.
Exactly. So I'm thrilled. And they knit up so fast. I'm not sure. The pattern is a four row repeat, and it's real easy to keep track of, and it was not a problem at all to do. So I was thrilled with that.
Another wonderful job on socks. Great work.
Thank you so much.
I'll have to borrow those.
Your feet are bigger
Oh,
than
yeah.
mine. You can't.
Maybe we could block them to the
No, I'll make you another pair. It's okay. And the last thing that I have is actually something that I crocheted. And the reason why I did this, I'm working with some students at school, and I wanted to be able to give them a little something. And so I had some Bernat Handicrafter cotton yarn. It's ultra soft.
Now, can I ask you a question? You know those containers that you made in previous podcasts?
Yes.
Is this the yarn that you used, or
It's
no?
not the
Not
same.
the same yarn.
That one is, it's cotton, but there's a little bit more give to it. There isn't really give to this yarn.
Oh, okay.
So some people have trouble working with 100% cotton because there isn't give, but this is perfect for what they're for. So you can use these things either as washcloths or dishcloths, and I thought for a student, they've got two choices. They could give it to mom if they want to. They could use it for a washcloth or a dishcloth for themselves, or dad, absolutely. So I did, it's 22 double crochets across. I did 13 rows. It just happened to work through. I got 2 out of each ball that I used. So there's a nice green one, and there's blue.
Blue one. Could you attach these and make a big blanket or not? Is that
You
not
could. I'm not sure it would be really comfortable, but you could absolutely do that. Yeah, there's no problem at all. And then there's a cream color.
Nice.
And then there is this lovely multicolored one. So I ended up with 5. I made some more, but they're for a few other people, so we'll just keep that surprise intact. And so that is my finished objects. And now, your finished object, my dear.
Well, another painting, of course. This is of a pond lily, and that was inspired because Colleen and I went out to our local park and we took photographs of the pond lilies, and I came home and painted the photograph.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
You did a great job. The
Thank
color
you.
is gorgeous. I think I'd like yarn in that color, so I have to think about that.
And there's my finished object.
Exactly. So next we're going to talk about our works in progress. My first work in progress is a pair of socks, and I had finished the first sock a long time ago, and then I didn't finish them. This was when I was trying heels to figure out what was going on, and when I was out in Calgary visiting my brother, I found out that my niece's feet are almost the same size as mine, so these are going to be able to fit her. So I thought, I'm just going to finish the second sock. It's what I've done. So this sock is a combination of many things. It's a shorty socks. It has a smooth operator heel is what's going to happen. I've done the toe that is similar to KF Jones Prairie sock and similar to Mina Phillips the Q-Train sock. So it's a whole big, it's almost like a little Frankenstein of socks, putting it all together. So you can see the yellow is where that afterthought heel is going to get put in. So I'm just working my way through. I'm getting close to being time to put the toe in and then put the heel in. I'm really happy with it. It's going pretty quickly.
Now these socks feel a very little rustic to me.
Yes, they are more rustic. These are the kind of things that would be nice and warm on a winter's night, and I think Calgary, where it gets really cold, that would be perfect.
Yes, they'll keep your feet warm. That's
Exactly.
For sure.
So I'm going to finish those up and get them in the mail and send them off to my niece in
And
Calgary.
she will certainly appreciate those socks.
I think she will. The yarn itself is Paton's Kroy sock yarn. 75% washable wool, 25% nylon, and it is called the Slate Jacquard colorway.
Now, the reason why it's so rustic is because it has so much wool in it. Is that why it would be rustic, or no?
It's the type of wool that it is. Because if this was 75% merino wool, then it would be softer.
Oh.
Okay. It is a little bit rustic. I think on your feet you don't feel it the same way as you would have been during the neck.
But they'll be certainly
Exactly.
warm, that's for sure.
Absolutely, and that's the whole idea with that. So that's my first finished object. And then the next one is this Crescent lace Shawlette. And it was the kit that I got at Mary Maxim. And the yarn is Diamond Luxury Soxy Lady, it's fingering weight sock yarn. And it has 60% superwash wool, 20% alpaca, and 20% nylon. And I started it and am almost done. So it is just a shawlette.
Beautiful colors that you've chosen again. Of course, there's a little bit of purple in there, of course.
Yes,
but,
of course there has to
I
be
would never
purple in
put
there.
those colors
so
together
let's flip it
again.
around. I've got the
Right,
wrong
okay.
side to the camera. That's not the best thing to do.
There we go.
So there is what it's going to do. And I'm going to definitely block out this lace. There's teal, there's a gold color, there's purple. And the lace, I think once it gets blocked up, it will be open. And the next thing I have to do is an Icord Edge. And I think it will be lovely. It feels really nice, so I'm looking forward to doing it. I wouldn't want it around my neck right now. It's too warm. But I'm going to start making things and start putting things away. So I'm really happy with that.
I'm looking forward to seeing that finished.
Exactly. So I'm really, really happy with that. And once again, it was a kit, so it came with the skein of yarn. It came with the pattern. It came in this lovely little box. I think we showed it last time, but I'll show it to you again. That's what it came in. And it's always lovely to get a kit. And I think a lot of dyers and a lot of yarn companies are starting to do kits, so it's easy for people to access. All right, so those are the things that I'm working on. And next, we get to talk about something super, super exciting. So,
Yay.
Yes, I know.
I like it.
I know, me too. So on the 11th of May, we started a Hilary Smith Callis knit-along. And people had from May 11th to June 15th to put in their entries. And out of the entries, we did a random number generator, which we've already done. And the winner is B.N. Bullock. So once again, B.N. Bullock is the winner.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And can you show her what she's won?
She's won this?
That's the item that she's won.
Yay.
So what I need you to do is I need you to go on Ravelry and message me, private message me on Ravelry at MC Knit Adventures and send me your information so I can get that in the mail to you, as I'd love to have that out to you and then you can start using it.
We'll get that as soon as we can. And congratulations again. Way to go. That's beautiful. That's
Thanks. I hope you really enjoy that. It's been so much fun to do this. I mean, it was a small knit along, but I'm okay with that. We're starting out new.
For sure.
We're learning how the ropes work. And so I really think that it's a lot of fun.
And thanks for entering. Thank you for doing that.
I know.
That's nice.
And the photos of the finished
The other
objects.
ones?
Oh my
I
goodness,
know.
so
It's-
beautiful.
yeah.
The colors and different ones.
And thank goodness it's a random pick, like the random generator, because you
Exactly.
couldn't pick, because
No.
they're all so wonderful, and we just
Exactly.
couldn't pick anyone. So I
Exactly.
like
That's
that
right.
random
Number generator.
number generator.
It's
It
good.
was great.
All right, so we also we have some more prizes. So these were donated by River City Yarns in Edmonton. When I went out, I spoke to Barb and she said, here you go, use these for prizes. And so the question on our YouTube channel was, what yarn store is on your bucket list? And that was what we asked. And so the people commented. And so what we did is, once again, random number generator.
Yes, we did.
And so the first prize we're drawing for is the River City Yarns tote bag. And if you open it up, it's reversible. So if you want that on the outside, you just turn it inside out and it will work really well.
So drum roll.
Drum roll.
Lucky winner
Okay.
is...
Is L. Shaw.
Congratulations, El Shaw.
So that is our
have
winner
won a
there.
bag.
Exactly. And once again, if you contact me on Ravelry at MC Knit Adventures, just personal message me and then give me your details so that I can get that in the mail and get it out to you, because we want you to be able to start enjoying that. Our second prize from River City Yarns is a skein of Hat Trick yarn. Now this is Toronto's colorways. If you're not a Toronto fan, it's okay. There's 150 grams in this skein. The yarn is beautiful. There are patterns on River City Yarns website, and so there are shawls and there's socks and there's scarves and there's all kinds of things that you can make out of this. And the winner of this
Drum roll,
Hat Trick
winner
yarn is Naughty Thistle.
Naughty Thistle, congratulations.
There you go. So
You have
once
one from
again,
yarn.
I know. And
Fantastic.
so I'm going to put it up again. MC Knit Adventures on Ravelry. Just private message me, send me your information, and then we can get it off into the mail for you.
Fantastic.
I know.
Congratulations to everybody.
It
that
is
won
so
our
much
prize.
fun giving things
It
away.
is. I love it. I feel like Oprah.
Exactly.
You get a car. You get some yarn.
If only we could.
I would.
Can't yet. We're starting small, but I'm really thrilled, and it's been a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
thanks for sharing this with me, because I
Right.
really do enjoy that. So that is our works in progress. That is our prizes given away. And next, we're going to talk about our adventure.
Today our adventure takes us all the way to Hamilton, Ontario. Hamilton, Ontario is about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes from London, Ontario.
Absolutely.
It's not a bad drive that we had this time. It was pretty good. Now the population of Hamilton is about 536,917.
Okay.
So it's a fair size, because where
Exactly.
we live is probably about 100,000 less than
Yes, I would say so.
that. Now Hamilton is an industrial city. Mostly its industry is steel. And its backyard is basically Lake Ontario. It is part of the Niagara Escarpment,
Yes, it is.
and and it's very long. Apparently, it's 33 kilometers long, and the Niagara Escarpment is 890 kilometers long.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, so it goes even for the United States right through Canada.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, the most famous part of the escarpment is Niagara Falls. That means
It's
that.
beautiful.
Of course, that is it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, Hamilton is known to be called, I didn't know this, it was known to be called the City of Waterfalls, because there's over 100 waterfalls.
Oh my goodness, we've got to go see them.
Yeah, lots of adventures there. Now, when I think of Hamilton, I always think of up the mountain, down the mountain, because it is really a big mountain. Not only is it a steel industry, there's many notable people that were from Hamilton.
Oh,
Hockey
okay.
players, musicians, politicians, and you're going to love this, because most of you out there don't know that Colleen really is a mathematician. She teaches like high-end math for years.
For years,
And
yeah.
is very good, and she was the go-to person, and she's got a great mind for math. And so
Thank
when
you.
I read this about being a mathematician, I thought, I've got to share this. You don't even know I'm going to say this.
I have no idea.
But there's a notable person there. I believe it was 1923 he passed away, but in the late 1800s, his name was John Charles Fields. So John Charles Fields came up, and he was the founder of the Fields Medal, which is given to mathematicians.
Oh, very good.
And it's kind of like the Nobel Prize for mathematicians.
Oh, excellent.
But in order to win this, you have to be under 40 years old.
Okay, I
And
don't qualify
You don't
anymore.
qualify anymore, but you
No.
could have. Colleen is brilliant mind,
Thank
brilliant
you.
mathematician. And but you have to be under 40, and they only give it out every 4 years. And in 2014, there's only been one woman so far that has,
Oh, okay.
the first woman, I should
Right.
say, has won that prize. And she's also the first Iranian.
Oh,
Won that
excellent.
prize.
That's
Yes.
fantastic.
So you didn't know that.
I didn't know any of
So
that.
that's exciting.
It is. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so anyway, Hamilton is a great place to visit.
We really enjoyed Hamilton, but that wasn't all. Then we went to where?
Oh, that's right. We went to Virgil, which is just the outskirts of Niagara on the lake. And we went to the Wayne Gretzky Winery, and now I'm going to put in a little video of some of the photographs because I think it's better that you see the visual, and then we can talk a little bit about the Wayne Gretzky Winery after we're done.
Okay.
And we're back. I hope you enjoyed that video. We had a great time at the Wayne Gretzky Winery. We went at a perfect time. It was through the week. There was hardly anybody there. We had the place to ourselves.
It was a little cold, but it was March break.
But we were inside drinking ice wine. Of course, we had to bring ice wine home as a souvenir.
Exactly.
It's lovely. It's called Vidal.
And this is the box that it comes in. So obviously number 99 for Wayne Gretzky.
That's his number there. And I would highly recommend going to Wayne Gretzky Winery. It was lovely. There's lots of wineries. And Colleen and I are planning on going back to Niagara on the lake because there's a store there.
There's a yarn store there. And when we were there, we thought we'd be able to go in. It's the Modern Bee yarn store. It has fabric as well. And they weren't open the day we were there. So actually, I was going to surprise you for your birthday and take you there a month later. I thought, I'll make an appointment. So I made an appointment with the lady. We conversed back and forth by email. And then...
I remember.
And then...
Huge ice storm.
It was a huge ice storm. We couldn't travel. I emailed her back and apologized and said, I'm really, really sorry we can't come, but we'll try and come later on in the summer. And so we're going to do that. So I want to show you that yarn store because it's lovely and the fabric there is beautiful. And I want you to see that. And we just weren't able to do that. So the nice thing is, I think we'll go back to this winery.
Sure.
And then if we go back, you'll be able to see the difference in the pictures from winter or March until
summer.
And it should be good.
Yeah, and there's lots of other wineries, and we've done that. We've done a lot of winery tours in the past.
Exactly.
We did not, just of those of you who are curious, we did not get our money back from the hotel because we booked it online. We actually called the hotel to say, it was an ice storm. We were not able to attend, and they said, well, too bad. Sorry about your luck. So we didn't get our money, but it was worth our lives not getting in a vehicle during that ice storm because there was lots of hydro out in that area.
Exactly.
And it was really quite a bad ice storm.
So it was a smart thing to do. And who was expect an ice storm the third week of April? Nobody expects it. So anyway,
we had a great time. We Hamilton was fun. We were able to do adventure to Wayne Gretzky's thing, and we had a great time.
We did have a great time.
Yeah. And Colleen will talk more about the stores that we visited in Hamilton, and I believe they were down the mountain.
They were definitely down the mountain.
Of course, we were up the mountain, but these stores were down the mountain. So we went down to the mountain to visit those stores.
So we headed out to find a yarn store, and the first one that we went to was Handknit Yarn Studio. And its address is 144 James Street North. And it is a beautiful store. You will have seen some of the photos, but it's long, it's narrow and long and bright, and the windows are beautiful, and it's really well laid out, and they have all kinds of nice yarn. They've got Cascade, Ancient Arts, Lang, Julie Aslan. There's so many other ones that I can't even mention them all. They have things for spinning and macrame and knitting and crocheting. They actually sell Fringe Supply Company field bags. Most often you have to order those online, and you can actually go into this store in Hamilton and buy one. I have not done that yet. I have to think about it. But I know there's certain stores that have certain colors, and I know that this store in Hamilton has some. They also sell another Fringe Supply thing, which is called a porter bin, and those are beautiful as well. So if you're looking for something like that, you can contact them. Once again, it's Handknit Yarn Studios at 144 James Street North.
Now, they're a fairly young store. Were they not like 4 years, 3 or 4 years?
It's 5 years old. And in that space, I think it was for 2 years they'd been in that space. So I think they're really enjoying the new space. And the lady there was lovely, and really helpful. So that's good. So that was the first store. Now, we had to find a place to park. We found a place to park. And luckily for me,
it was right out the front of
another fabric store, which is called Needlework. And it says underneath Needlework, fabric shop and creative workspace, and it is just that.
Very creative, yes.
So there's all kinds of fabrics. There's all kinds of machines sitting there. They have classes. When we were there, once again, it was March break, because that's when we can travel being in education. And they were working on backpacks. There were kids that were taking a class or a series of classes to create a backpack, and they were getting ready to work with the kids on that. I think it's really, really exciting. There's all kinds of quilting fabric, all kinds of different sewing patterns, and it was beautiful.
It was fantastic. Yeah, the woman there was so nice and helpful.
So I was really lucky that we parked where we did, and then I could find a place to buy yarn, and then a place to buy some fabric, and it was a great day.
Yeah.
All right. So next we're going to talk about our souvenirs. My souvenirs from Hamilton are quite lovely, and I'm very thrilled about them. So first of all, let's talk about Handknit Yarn Studio. There are all kinds of things there that I could have purchased. They have magazines like Len, Pom-Pom, Making. They have needles. They have all kinds of yarns. Oh my goodness, it was so hard to choose. So the first thing that I found was some yarn. And this is Ancient Art Yarns. It's Socknado. So it's 80% superwash fine merino and 20% nylon. There are 350 meters. And the colors in this, what a surprise. Okay, there's purple. As we know, I kind of like purple. So there's a plum kind of purple. There is a different kind of
deep purple in there.
So many beautiful colors in there. It is squishy and soft and wonderful, and I am thrilled with that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a 2-skein shawl, and I couldn't find the color that I needed, so I'm just going to let you know we were able to go back to Galt House of Yarn, and you helped me find this plum color. And I think those two colors together are going to make a beautiful, beautiful shawl.
That is going to be fantastic. Look at that.
So I am absolutely thrilled about that.
I'm looking forward to seeing the finished product of that.
Yes, me too. So that was the first thing. This one was from the Handknit Yarn Studios. This one from Galt House of Yarns. And then I decided that I wanted something specific for Handknit Yarn Studios, and they had a stitch marker. And it's like a little charm, and I think it's going to do a great thing. It's going to be fun. So when I'm working on this 2-skein shawl, I'll use that as a stitch marker, and it'll help me keep track of what I'm doing.
Yeah, it looks very expensive.
Yeah, I love it. They've done a great job with that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Very nice.
Exactly. So that's what I got when I was in Handknit Yarn Studio. And then we went, as I mentioned, we were in Needlework. And I found 2 fabrics that I loved. And I'll talk about the first one because it won't surprise you.
Purple.
So these are 2 fat quarters. And it's a certain size. I think it's 18 by 21. So there's the first one, and I want to make project bags. So I love this. Obviously, I'm a fan of purple, but there's flowers and mushrooms and all kinds of cool things on there. So I'm really, really thrilled with that one. And then the next one actually surprised me because these are not colors I would normally go for. But I really, really like it. It's got feathers and flowers and beautiful things. And I love that green. It's so pretty. So I'm thrilled with that, and once again, I'm going to be making project bags a lot, I think. I was really, really thrilled with that.
I can't wait till you show these project bags on our podcast when they're all
Exact.
complete.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get maybe another job, or maybe give up your job. I don't know. I don't know when we're gonna have time between jewelry and project bags and knitting. You know?
I know, so much fun. It is so much fun, and
It
I
is a lot of
absolutely
fun.
love doing it. So now what I'll do is I'll wash this up and I'll get them cut out, and then we'll show it to you once it's all done. So thank you so much for watching us. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe. If we said your name as a winner, then please contact us at MC Knit Adventures on Ravelry. I'll make sure I put it in the show notes below, and just contact us there, private message us and put your information there, and then we'll get those things in the mail as quickly as we can. So once again, congratulations to our winners. Please subscribe if you like what you're seeing, and
Until next time.
you take care.